Hi, Namaste, and thank you for tuning into this video. Some of you might have wondered what I've been up to for the last little while, and the good news is I have not disappeared from social media. I've just been more active on Instagram and I guess Twitter than I have been on YouTube. And the reason for that is that, as I've mentioned in my other recent videos, I'm very excitedly restarting my online Etsy shop. Now, I've had some interesting requests for videos, including videos showing all the jewelry in my shop or tutorial videos about how to make jewelry, and I'm definitely going to do those. But I'm also going to restart a series that I began back when this channel was really new, which is to feature a new gemstone. My goal will be every week, but come on, let's face it, sometimes when I say I'm going to do a video twice a week or every 3 days, I kind of miss it because the life starts happening and time kind of starts slipping. I'm sure you can relate. But at least every once in a while, I'm going to introduce you to some of my favorite stones and crystals. Early in my life, I fell absolutely in love with stones. And I'll never forget, my mom and I had a little house, and in the backyard there were all kinds of different colorful rocks. And it might sound nerdy, it might be nerdy, whatever. I would have so much fun just sitting outside, examining those rocks, holding them up, looking at them, seeing how each one is different. And one of my aunties, my Auntie Marilyn, who you may have seen on some of my videos, she was really into geology, and she would tell me about different kinds of crystals, what's quartz, what's mica, what makes the different stones sparkle and shine in the sunlight. I didn't know that there was something spiritual to them. For me, it was just really fascinating ancient earth history, seeing how these different gems, different colors, different shapes, different textures naturally come out of the ground. When I was a little older, my mom bought me a kit called Geo Jewelry. I think I was like 7 or 8 at the time, and it was like a little rock collection with different stone beads and strings and wires, and I started making gemstone jewelry. So really, when I think about it, what I do for a living now was one of my absolute first passions in life. Then when I got even older, when I moved to Vancouver to go to the Emily Carr University of Art and Design, I fell in love again with a store on Granville Island called the Crystal Arc. And it came to me really amazingly. I had my very first professional tarot card reading. The reader told me to go to the Crystal Arc and pick whichever stone spoke to me and keep it and wear it and let the stone's energy start transforming my life for the better. And even though it sounded a little bit silly or superstitious or implausible that a stone could change somebody's life for the better, I decided, what the hell, like, let's be experimental here, let's see what happens. And when I walked into the Crystal Arc, I felt an energy. This is something that you'll hear a lot of empathic people say, a lot of people who have a natural predisposition towards psychic energy. They'll say that when they walk into the presence of a lot of crystals, a lot of stones, they will feel an energy shift. So I walked into the Crystal Arc. I wasn't expecting anything, but it was like an electricity hit me. You know, if you like rub your feet on the carpet wearing slippers and then you touch something metal, you'll get that little tiny like static jolt. It was like that, but from head to toe. My entire body felt electrified. And that's when I realized, wow, there's really something to this. Anyhow, I went from stone to stone, and it's like that childhood curiosity about how Mother Nature is able to create all these unique, vibrant colors and shapes got reawakened. Each little stone was like a natural work of art, and I was in the greatest art gallery on the planet. The artist is nature herself. Anyhow, each stone really does have an energy. And so if it's something that you're newly getting into, this video series is going to be fascinating for you, I hope, because this really is something fascinating to me. And after all my spiritual explorations, after the years I spent in India with His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda, after the years I spent in Vancouver, working at a store called Dragon Space that was mystical, reading tarot cards professionally, now making jewelry, the one thing that I've realized most strongly is that what inspires us, what excites us, what makes us think, yay, I can't wait to explore this more, that is the path we're meant to be on. And so if it inspires you and if it excites you, come with me and start discovering. And so let's get right into it. The first stone I want to introduce everyone to is called Tektite. That's spelled Tektite. Duh, I guess it's in the video title. Tektite is one of my all-time favorite stones because it combines the energy of the celestial realm, of outer space, of that great unknown beyond, the darkness of the night sky, the infinite expanse that goes so far into infinity we can't even fathom it. It combines that energy with the grounded natural elemental energy of planet Earth. And you might be wondering, like, in what convoluted, mystic sort of way does it do that? It does it in a very practical, literal way. Tektite is a glassy material formed on meteoric impact. So when a meteorite comes flying through Earth's atmosphere and starts burning up, and when you look and you see a shooting star, when that meteorite actually hits the ground, the force and the extreme heat of that fireball coming from the sky melts the ground. And if conditions are exactly right, if it's like a sandy, mineral-rich ground, the material that came burning through impact as that shooting star, as that meteorite, fuses with that sand and creates Tektite glass. It's this beautiful, here I'm wearing a pendant made of Tektite right now. It's a really rough-looking stone that when you hold it up to the light, you can actually see through it. It's translucent. And the bubbles on the surface, the different striations, the markings, it's not like a sedimentary rock, which is a rock formed by layers and layers and layers of dirt and sand and earthly material. It's a glassy rock, so it looks almost like volcano glass. But instead of coming from the Earth's core, it comes, like I said, from outer space. When you have a spiritual goal to expand your mind beyond Earth's horizons into that infinite expanse, holding Tektite, meditating with Tektite, wearing Tektite in your jewelry reminds you every time you see it, every time you touch it, every time you examine it, that the wonders of the universe are abundant and infinite and inspiring. There's a beautiful expression, as above, so below, which means what goes on in the highest realms of existence, in the higher frequencies, in the higher dimensions, gets mirror reflected in our day-to-day actions, in our understandings, our intuitions. Tektite is literally the fusion of what's above with what's below. I mean, literally, it's space meets Earth in one. It's also a great talisman for anyone who's walking the path of spirituality, who can tend to be a little bit spacey or a little bit out there sometimes. Those of us, I'm including myself in this demographic, who people sometimes find hard to relate to because we'd rather be talking about what visions we had, what spiritual experiences we've lived, than something like what's for dinner, or did we file our taxes, or do we have to renew our passports? When it's difficult to get grounded and focused and centered in quote-unquote normal human activity, Tektite is a great talisman because it's not just that meteoric material. It's also earthly material. When the two come together as one, it creates the perfect, beautiful, harmonious balance. That mystical, meditative, expansive energy of space, plus the practical, life-giving, nurturing safety of Mother Earth. And carrying this as a talisman helps us be practical in a way that life is enjoyable and fun, and that we're taken care of, that we remember to care for others, that we're relatable, but without dampering and without taking away from the wondrous journey that is meditative awareness, that is mental expansion. So Tectite, as I said, is the first stone I want to feature. You might have noticed my earrings swinging here. This is a pair of Tektite earrings that I've made for my Etsy shop. I call it orbit earrings because it has this little golden hoop, kind of like the rings of Saturn, orbiting around the Tektite stones. And I'm also wearing one of my Tektite bracelets that I have in my Etsy shop. I've combined it with beautifully faceted clear quartz crystal because clear quartz is a stone that amplifies and accentuates any energy that it's combined with. So when you wear it, when you hold it, it just increases whatever vibes you're emitting naturally. And I've also made a men's bracelet here. I've got lots and lots and lots of moldavite in my store. Moldavite is the world's only gem grade Tektite. They call it gem grade because it's very transparent, it's clear, and it's bright green instead of black. It's only found in one place, that's around the Moldau River. And it's really cool. It's a type of Tektite. And we've got lots of jewelry for men. So if you're interested, if you're looking to hold some, wear it for yourself, this one I've combined with black obsidian, which is volcanic glass. It's a really neat combination of volcanic material plus that extraterrestrial Tektite material. And lots of simple pendants, not just the one that I'm wearing here that has a beautiful faceted clear quartz, but also some nice little simple ones for those who are starting their gemstone collection. And of course, if you've got a gemstone or a mineral shop, you can probably find Tektite there too. But if not, I'll put the link to my Etsy store in the description of this video. And I hope you find what you're looking for there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.